Hey everybody,
Hey, it's Emmy.
it's Sam, and we are back.
We're back, guys.
Don't know if it's gonna be every weekend or not because we've just been so busy and
With life
got-
in general.
yeah, a lot of stuff going on. So we're gonna try to get one out every week, but please.
No, probably not every week.
Yeah.
You'll see us when you see us, but we just want you guys to know that we still love you and we're still here and we're still trying to send out an encouraging message to everybody.
Yeah.
We've just been really, really busy, and I know that everybody else probably has a lot of stuff on their plate too. Financially, we just have to work really hard for what we have right now, and
with the gas prices being the way they are,
and inflation and everything. Literally, the cost of living has quadrupled, and we're still making the same amount of money that we were making 20 years ago. So,
yeah.
but in lighter news, we're back together, and every time me and Sam get together, it's always a really great time. So we're really glad that you're here and listening.
Always a great time. Honestly, it's the highlight to my week.
Same here. I've had a pretty crappy week. One of my little doggies has been really sick and coughing and eating grass like a cow. And I feel bad for him, but hey, at least he's got a whole yard to eat, so it's like free lawn mowing.
Yeah.
No, but he's getting better. I think that there's just a little bit of like some type of bug that he had or something. I don't know, maybe he ate a bug and it gave him a bug. But yeah, he's doing a lot better now. So
with me, there has been a lot going on.
yeah, some not so good things.
Yeah, one of my clients passed away this past week, and I really have grown, and I've noticed a huge difference. Wow, we are going pretty dang deep already.
Yeah.
But, so usually with me, I don't know why it is, but, well, I do know why. It's because I wasn't healing or anything, but when somebody would pass away, it doesn't matter who it is, just anybody that was close to me, like a cousin, an uncle, an aunt, whatever. When somebody passes away that I was really, really close to, I would always be like, screw this, I'm done. And
Yeah.
you
just kind of like give up, and you're just
I
like...
would want to give up, literally. I would say, screw this, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm going to end everything. This time, it wasn't like that.
I've actually noticed that, and I thought in the back of my mind, I was like, before Sam would have been like really devastated, and she would have been like really upset, and I wouldn't hear from her for a couple days, and then, it would be like, hey, what's going on? Like, are you okay? Is something happening? But this time I feel like you kind of like took it, and you're like, this is a natural part of life that happens, and, like you were able to like move on, and not move on from it, but I guess kind of like move along with it in the process.
So I was there with him for the last 6 months of his life. And being there 3 times a week, helping him and all of that.
Yeah.
I did get really close to him. And of course that's part of the job. It's in-home companionship and just really taking care of them. And
they kind of became like your family too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I took it, and of course throughout the day I was crying and had my crying spells and all of that.
Yeah.
But I really took it, and I
Kind of ran with it,
yeah, I was at peace. Knowing that I was there with him, and knowing that he had me.
And God's probably, like, sitting there, like, so you had, like, a really, really, really good caregiver, didn't you? And he's like, he's probably sitting there like, well, yeah, she really was the best. And, when you think about it, like, God put you in his like, life for a reason, and you were there to be the light, and I feel like that's what we're, like, kind of called to be. I've had, like, a little bit of a situation that happened this last week, too, that I want to talk about, because there's a certain situation that I went through that is kind of along the same lines of this, but us Christians, we're not called to be perfect, and
nobody is perfect.
There's no perfect person, so of course we're always going to mess up. We're always going to be flawed. We're always going to say the wrong thing at the wrong time to the wrong somebody, and it ruins their day or whatever. But, how we respond and how we act towards people is exactly how they're going to remember us. And I feel like you gave him something good to remember in a time that he was really struggling.
Yeah. So it was definitely a difficult one because I saw him Monday.
Mm-hmm.
And Tuesday he ended up having a stroke and went to the hospital, and then that night, early Wednesday morning, he was gone. And Monday before I left, I went over to him, I gave him a hug, and said I loved him. And just knowing that was the last time, the last words that I said to him.
I think that gave you a lot of peace.
Yeah.
And I think that, if he had gone through a lot of stuff prior to that, I'm sure he was probably ready, especially after living a really long life. But to know that your last words to somebody were so kind and encouraging to someone, it really does give you the peace of mind that no matter what, maybe he's gonna put in a good word for you with the big man upstairs. Yeah, okay. No, I'm just kidding. I'm trying to make light out of it, but no. I try to see the light in a lot of things. I think it's really good that you were there for him.
Yeah. So that's just some of the stuff that happened this week. But overall, we'll talk about this a little bit later. So we'll let Emily say what she wants to say, and then we'll talk about some other stuff.
Sam always puts me on the spot, guys. Okay, so, yeah, my week has just been kind of trash a little bit. So basically, my husband's birthday plans didn't really go as planned. His mom always does like a really, really good carrot cake, and we love it. We love her. We love going over there. I love her as if she's my own mom. Which, I hope that she loves me the same as well. I'm sure she does. But, there was an incident that happened, and, one of the questions that was brought up was, we were sitting there watching TV, and, my brother-in-law goes, well, if people who are Christians, if there was a God that really does exist, why would he allow all of these bad things to happen to people? And I kind of froze up and I kind of just stayed silent because I felt like that wasn't really something that I wanted to, like, get into. Literally get into. And then also there were some other things that were said to me about, like, kind of like weight, and like a YouTube person who I knew, and she's like severely like overweight, and she's like known for like lying and stuff like that. And you know, he basically told me that I was her, and
compared you to her.
Yeah, and I mean, at first I just kind of brushed it off, but then I'm not gonna lie, like the next like day I was literally so depressed because I'm like discouraged with my body, and then I'm discouraged about a couple other things, and it was just like nothing really went right. But that still was a good question, you know, why does God allow these things to happen to us and whatever? But it's not God necessarily that allows these certain things to happen. It does say that He gives us trials to go through in our lifetime.
Yeah.
And how we respond to those and how we use those to help other people, that's what counts. But everyone is going to have something bad happen to them at some point in their life. The whole purpose of life is you live your life and then you have the worst thing that could possibly happen to you happen, right? Which is death. So no matter what we do, no matter if somebody gets sick, no matter if somebody grows up poor, if somebody grows up rich, if somebody grows up, you know, without food, if somebody grows up with an abundance of food, the only thing that matters is, do we have a relationship with Him? And then where are we going to go after we die? Because it doesn't matter who you are, we're all going to die.
Yeah.
Like, we're all going to. And it's just like, I didn't have a response for that, but it definitely did have me thinking. What was that face? You just like...
I'm trying not to yawn.
But it just had me thinking. I'm like, you know, it's such a deep question.
And,
you know,
side note, I apologize if you do see me yawning and all of that, making different faces, because I am tired.
Yeah.
With everything that's been going on. Yes, I've been sleeping, but it's been very choppy.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
just a little bit tired. But
last night was awful for me. Winston just decided to let out this blood-curdling... like all night long, and he doesn't know how to bark. Nobody ever taught him how to bark, so he basically just wings it every time, and it sounds like somebody straining on a violin, going and it's just... Imagine having the world's, like, tiniest freaking violin, and it just... That's what my dog sounded like at 4 o'clock this morning. I could not get him to stop. I felt like I had a newborn child. It's because my life should be like a freaking soap opera. Like our neighbors next door. Our neighbors next door, they have a dog named Hambone. Hambone. Oh my God, breathe, woman. But yeah, so Sam's over here dying. Oh gosh, oh, I love her. But yeah, it's been quite a week. gosh, all the spaghetti's gonna come back up. Oh, Lord. What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at?
I'm good.
You're good?
I'm good.
I forget what we were laughing at. But...
No, instead.
Oh, yeah. He does sound pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it was enough that we could not get to sleep behind our door. Like, he doesn't know how to bark at all. And he's just this tiny little thing that makes...
He's so adorable.
He is so adorable. I love him so much. But he makes so much noise coming from him. Yeah. So, yeah,
that's
there
what
was
we were
that.
laughing about.
Well, yeah, I freaking forgot, like, midway through. But,
Woo.
yeah, I'm hoping that this week is going to be a lot better than last week.
We're
For
going to
sure.
make it better.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely going to make it better. But, all right, guys, we're going to wrap up, and
We'll do another video.
Yeah, we'll do another video. Love you guys.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.